Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Reluge, and one of the things that's been coming up on my page is this Alex Myers terrible review of a movie called Obsession. So, as a critic, and I tend to like to try to give criticism on how to improve things. I'm actually going to see how actually bad this review is, not knowing the movie. So this is going to be a lot of fun. The only thing I know about Obsession is that it's supposed to be a horror movie. So, let's get into this and see how bad this actually is.
Warning, this video is an attempt at a good faith, nuanced look at the fictional movie Obsession and the characters therein, which will probably upset some of you for some reason. You know what?
That's an odd opening. Especially adding, it'll upset some of you for some reason. You know that there's going to be, he's gonna have a unique take on this movie.
I don't think I've seen the internet freak out about a movie like they have with Obsession. At least not in a long time.
Now, this is a re-upload, so the person had to, throw in this, space background, and it's a little upsetting.
Maybe K-pop Demon Hunters was the last time where, everywhere you looked, everyone had an opinion about it. I guess you could say everyone's kind of obsessed. So I knew I had to make...
Yeah, and everybody's obsessed with, mocking you, apparently. Why you, bring up K-pop Demon Hunters? Oh, yeah, this guy's also usually reviews kids' shows. Which, I don't have a problem with adults doing that, because it's there's a lot of other ones. The Mysterious Mr. Answer does that quite a bit. I know Bob's Show has done a lot of kids' shows. Same thing with I Hate Everything. That's mainly because it's he was trying to do a whole thing where he reviews the top 10 or top 100 terrible movies on what was it, Rotten Tomatoes? And a lot of those happen to be kids shows trying to rip off of other kids shows.
Now, I didn't make a lot of videos about horror stuff, but I mean, a semi-rom-com about a nerdy loser guy who gets the girl at the end. Wow, this sounds like a nice, wholesome movie. But okay, let's...
Wait. Rom-com? I thought this was supposed to be a horror movie.
Check it out. So come along, kids. Let's take a walk.
I feel like I'm coming apart. I think about you all the time, Nikki. When I try not to. You're in every song I listen to.
Yeah, this is going to be one fun rom-com.
Marching along as the song fills the air. Gummy bear.
Nikki! So this is our main character.
I don't know what to make of that. I mean, I get the joke. I personally would have put in, songs like, Jamie's Got a Gun, but replace every single, woman's name with the name Nikki.
Bear. Bear is 25, according to the screenplay, and he's never outgrown his awkward high school loser persona, which means he's gonna have a great career one day as an online content creator. Hi there, welcome.
Like you?
The Twitch. Are you mentally stuck at 15? Perfect. We're gonna put you on the front page.
God, dude, that was so embarrassing.
I don't know, man. You got that strawberry milkshake sitting right there, so something tells me you're the kind of guy who's internalized a few too many rom-coms written by equally pathetic losers as yourself. I mean, trust me, ain't my first rodeo. So this is Bear's...
So he openly admits he's a loser that's perpetually stuck in a 15-year-old mindset. Gotcha.
You're a loser just like me.
Friend, Ian? I guess they're not really friends, but they work together. But anyway, Ian is currently trying to help Bear practice how to ask out a girl named Nikki, the girl of his dreams.
Have you ever actually flirted with Nikki? Be playfully mean with her.
Be mean to her.
playfully mean, yeah, but bring up freaky Nikki.
And that will, like, take her breath away.
Just say, Nikki, I think we should grab a drink sometime.
Okay, so real talk. If
Okay, so if you're going to like use mean Nikki, that's or what was it? Dirty Nikki, kinky Nikki? That's no, that's bad advice.
you have to try this hard to have this kind of like game plan on how to ask a girl out, then like it's already gonna fail, okay? If it's this hard, you've already lost. I mean, as douchey as Ian is, like he's right when he says, you know, have you ever even flirted with Nikki, like at all? Cause it's really weird to come out of nowhere and be like, dearest fair maiden, I know we've only exchanged mere pleasantries these past few years, but I must inform you that I wish to begin a courtship. Bro, I just came over here to fart, okay? Anyway, so
That actually happened to me in high school. I did not know how to talk to this girl that I liked, and I just approached her and said, "I love you." She looked like a bunch of trucks just came up on her and just shone their headlights on her. She was so freaked out, and I felt so bad. I wasn't even like friends with her. She probably didn't even know I existed. So, yeah, I know how that is. What were we talking about again?
that night, Bear goes home and finds his cat dead. Apparently he got into his grandma's medicine or whatever.
No, 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 no. Oh, no, no. No, no. How did you get into these?
Little backstory. So Bear's living in his grandma's house who recently passed away. So, you know, it's full of all kinds of...
Why is he glossing over that? It's like he got into his grandmother's pills or whatever?
grandma stuff, like insanely racist paperweights.
What?
As you might imagine, Bear's got a lot on his mind. His cat died, he has no idea how to ask out Nikki, he's walking around with this haircut like my dude can't catch a break. So it's Wednesday night, which means trivia night, because Bear and his friends are super cool. The team is Bear, Ian, Nikki, and their other friend Sarah, and they all work together with this like music
Hold on, what's up with that drawing? It's like the guys over here, basic, like chubby, awkward looking, scrangly, and then he's got the girls in supposed sensual positions. I think I see where this review is going.
and their other friend Sarah, and they all work together with this like music shop place. So he's feeling pretty down, as you could imagine, but Nikki of all people calls him up to ask if he's gonna hang out with a friend group that night.
I don't think I can tonight. I'm just catching up on some stuff.
Yeah, so I'm putting in my 2 weeks.
Really?
Shit! God damn it!
Are you okay?
No, I just dropped my crystal necklace down the drain.
Oh, no, crystal necklace! Bear, get out while you still can. But then again, Nikki is a hot Latina, so one can only remain strong for so long. Now,
What does all of that mean? Crystal, no! Get out of there while you still can! What? And then, she's a hot Latino, so one can only stay strong as one. What? I'm personally insulted by the crystal comment.
because Nikki dropped her necklace, Bear gets this idea to get her another one. You know, be the hero, get his foot in the door, and then have no idea what to do afterwards, like me 80% of the time.
So, it seems like she might have set situation up to make it sound like she's in trouble. It's like, I put in my 2 weeks. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, shit, I dropped my necklace. So, she might be fishing?
I love how it says amaze your friends. Hey guys, check this out. Awesome, do it again.
Okay, that was actually kind of cute, but this is the only part of the movie that I know. He makes a wish to make her fall in love with him. That's all I know.
Yeah, well, they've been pretty popular since we put them out. You know, everybody wants a wish. Some people don't open them, but the people who do, you know, come back and complain.
Or it does work and it like ruins their lives.
Or they die or wish they were dead.
Ah, yes, the Millennial Special. Rather experienced myself. Also, you know, it's kind of funny that Bear is better at flirting with this girl here than he is with the girl he actually likes, which is such a real thing, by the way. Why does that happen? Anyway, so he buys the one...
Because he's not embarrassed or feeling nervous around this girl. He can just talk to her and just be himself. And that's why I feel like you need to be friends with people before you decide to try to make it into a relationship. I know the whole thing of like, oh, friend zone, which may or may not exist. I don't know. That's not the point of this.
Wish Willow to give to Nikki later that night at trivia. So here we get a look at who Nikki is. And she seems like she's kind of one of those girls who's like those like ball buster types, you know? She's always like, ha, bitch can't handle all this. I've never met a guy who can keep up with me. And then they just lay there like SpongeBob. Also,
What? Is that in the movie? I am really confused on that comment. God, he's really objectifying this
again, somewhat ironic,
girl.
but earlier Bear was like, you want me to be mean to her? Why would I do that? But then she's literally doing the same thing to him right now, and it's clearly working, so, interesting. Okay, so trivia's about to start, and Bear's left standing there with Sarah, the other girl they work with that I mentioned, you know, and he tells her that his cat died earlier that night.
Tonight's theme is going to be
What?
early film trivia.
Sandy died.
Okay, this first one's a two-parter.
What?
And you have to answer both. Here we go.
Really?
This animated film features a blue genie.
Here, I'm so sorry.
Wishes.
Wait, hold on, back up. So the trivia topic was early film trivia, and the question was, this film has a blue genie that grants wishes.
Okay, I didn't catch that. I was too focused on the plot that was going on. How he smoothly got her to hug him by randomly dropping that his cat had passed away.
Ah, yes, the ancient year of 1992. But more importantly, so here we get a look at...
Wait. You missed the fact that they are foreshadowing what's coming up. Because in Aladdin, the genie can't wish for like someone to fall in love with you, but Aladdin wishes for a scenario where he can get close to Jasmine. And the whole thing messes up because he doesn't tell the truth.
into the dynamics of the whole friend group. Okay, so Ian is kind of like a douche, right? Nikki seems like one of those girls who's one of the guys, you know? And Bear has a huge crush on Nikki, even though Sarah over here is clearly into Bear on some level, and he just, like, doesn't notice, doesn't care. So Bear's choices are Crystal Mommy or Septum Girl, so, like...
What? Crystal Mommy or Septum Girl? What are you even talking about? And why are you using the term mommy? And it just occurred to me he's saying it's like, lesser of two evils. Why are you judging these girls so harshly while putting them in sexual positions?
This dude never stood a chance. Like, you might as well put that chastity belt in your Amazon cart right now, my dude. Anyway, so trivia night's over and it's time to go home. Nikki needs a ride, and so of course Bear's like,
Long day. I don't want to.
Why do you act like that? It's like she doesn't have a ride. It's like, oh, I have a car and I can drive. Where you live? It's being a nice guy. Like, legitimately a nice guy.
Go to the next fucking bar with
My
you guys.
car's headed to Greedos,
We could
Nikki.
drop her off on the way.
I can take you home.
So Bear takes Nikki home, and of course on the way they have some kind of heart-to-heart talk, you know, talk about life, man. It's all very life is strange, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Max, let's get out of this town.
What?
I hate my dad.
Did he even play Life is Strange? Because it would be Chloe talking to Max. Her dad is dead! Life is Strange wasn't a game where they're trying to, like, leave town, per se. It was more of like they're trying to figure out what happened to Chloe's friend. What are you even talking about?
I'm not happy there.
I mean, it's just a job, Nikki.
Yeah, well, I want to write.
Oh, a crystal mommy and a writer. Well, something tells me this movie would have gone the same way for Bear, whether he made the wish or not.
No, it's
What are these jokes? They're not even funny.
not a romance, it's a love story.
Isn't that the same thing?
You know, you're the only person that I get to really talk to about this stuff.
Ah, yes. Well, see, Bear, when a girl says that, what she really means is, you better not ask me out and ruin this friendship. Anyway, so Bear takes...
So, basically what she's saying is that he's the only one that she can actually really talk to. Because he understands what she's doing. Why do you have to make it sexual?
her home and he tries to flirt with her like Ian said, but I mean, you see the kind of sweaters he wears. You can only imagine what kind of game he has.
Night, Freaky Nikki.
Ew, don't call me that.
I know, I was kidding.
Do you like me?
Okay, this joke's kind of interesting. Do you like me? Yes, yes, yes. Pretend like you don't. I think she does legitimately, like, want to know. If I was in that situation, I would be like, yeah, I do.
I think we're good friends.
My dude, she's leaving anyway. This is your chance. She says, do you like me? And then you say, what? Yes, I do. Also, apropos of nothing, I'm gonna get a haircut, so don't worry. But alas, he says no when she goes into her house.
One wish, Willow. Maze your friends. You only get one wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone else
Shrekin.
in the world.
Okay, so jokes aside, up until this point, Bear was just a dude with a
What?
crush
What joke?
on a girl that he was too scared to talk to. Okay, a story of my life. He pulls out this $7 wishing toy. He's like, golly gee, I sure wish Nikki loved me too. But here's where everything changes, okay?
No, he said that he wishes that she loved him more than everyone in the Shreking world. Get it right. And with the title being called Obsession, I can already see how far this is going to go. He is not in for a good time.
Maybe you want to come inside? I mean, I did just lose my cat, Bear.
You lost your cat?
Oh, wait. I mean, you lost your cat. I'm so sorry.
So as you can see, Nikki's starting to act a little out of character. She's saying things that don't make sense. She also demands to go over to his house to spend the night.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Nikki, Why?
My dad's dying.
And you know, to Bear's credit, he's not immediately jumping at the chance to take advantage of her.
Why would we jump to this? She's sitting there, she's all like, hey, my dad is dying. So then, Alex's next obvious move would be like, hey, let's get into bed. And why did you say it's like to his credit? They're talking, they're both sad, they're talking. They're having a moment.
whatever. Like, he gives her privacy and space. He doesn't want to make it weird. He turns around when she takes her shirt off. And like, based on what people were saying about this movie online, I expected Bear to be this like horribly angry, misogynistic incel dude, right?
Just wait. If I know my horror writing, I'm pretty sure it would be him that turns into the villain, not her. Especially with how he's framing this whole thing of like, oh, I'm trying to put spin a positive spin on this.
But like, up until this point, he's just some super socially awkward loser who has a crush on a girl, and he uses a $7 wishing toy that he assumes is not going to work. And then when Nikki starts acting like this, he's very confused and put off by it.
What were you doing?
I was just going to the bathroom. I don't know, Nikki.
Obviously, things get different later on, but at least up to this point, Bear has like no idea that the wishing willow worked. And again, to his credit, the very next day he immediately tells Ian that he thinks something's wrong with Nikki. Like he seems genuinely concerned.
Just pretend like we're laugh.
Yeah.
I think Nikki is going through something.
What?
I don't know, dude. She was acting so weird. Like she would
Like what? Is she okay?
No.
Now, I've seen a lot of people saying that
Tell him what's going on. Oh my god, that's frustrating.
this part is showing how Bear's trying to make Nikki seem crazy to other people or whatever, but like, again, he has no way of knowing that the toy worked. Like, why would he think it did? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was $7. Like, in any other circumstance, you'd probably do the same thing if your friends started acting like this out of nowhere, right? Anyways.
I would actually put two and two together and talk to other people being like, am I going crazy? I made a wish, I snapped this thing, and my wish came true. Am I crazy?
So that night, Ian apparently talked to Nikki, and she said that she was on some drugs or whatever, and so maybe that explains why she was acting so erratic, you know, like when she and Bear kissed earlier.
Wait. Is this the same time? Because if it is, not only did you skip over this, but you also said, at the very least, he didn't do this exact thing.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You kissed me.
I know, I thought I saw something.
So at this point, Bear thinks that Nikki was acting weird, kissed him, freaked out, etc. because she was on drugs, right? So again, to him, in this moment, it all seems totally above board. But then...
So again, he's ignoring the fact that he was all ready to get in bed with her. And the reason why he didn't is because she freaked out because she thought she saw something. Or at least that's what she said.
out of nowhere, Nikki goes over to Bear's house to apologize.
I was on MDMA, so if I was weird, that's why, and not saying that you took advantage of me.
Nikki, I didn't know you were on drugs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
Not saying what?
You took advantage of me.
I don't think I didn't.
I know, that's why I'm saying you didn't.
Okay, see, this is my point.
Well, that conversation was confusing.
Like, given the circumstances, Bear's being pretty normal about this, okay? Given what he does and does not know by this point in the movie, like, he could have slept with her, or
He was trying to. They were in the moment of making out. It's like one thing leads to another. Why are you saying that he's not?
he could have taken some kind of advantage of her, but he was rather gentlemanly at the time. I mean, you know, for a guy who has this many Cosby sweaters. Wait, do you think this was on purpose? Like,
No, it was not on purpose because that whole... sweaters are just sweaters.
you think they dressed him like this intentionally?
I really like what we have, and I want to be honest about some things, and it's really important for me.
It's okay.
I know you like me, Bear.
Why do you like me?
Would it freak you out if I said yes?
And thus begins their relationship. They start dating, hanging out, kissing, doing the devil's tango. And Bear's finally living the life he always wanted. Hot dog. Turns out Nikki was in love with him the whole time.
What do you want to do? I mean, I've never really asked.
Well, that's not all your fault. Call me a closed book.
Well, I guess the good thing about a closed book
is that I can return it to the Scholastic Book Fair and exchange it for the new Animorphs book. Maybe this is the one where things finally start making sense.
How old is this person? Animorphs have been, like, the whole series has been dead for a couple decades now. He referenced gummy bears and now Animorphs?
No, it still doesn't. Now, suddenly, Bear gets a phone call from Ian. See, remember when Nikki told Bear that her dad was, like, sick or whatever? And Bear told that to Ian, and apparently Ian looked into this, because as far as Ian knew, Nikki hated her dad and hasn't seen or talked to him in, like, years.
I'm not gonna tell Sarah about this because I don't want to spread drama. I looked into Nikki's dad having cancer, and he's healthy as a baby.
Healthy as a baby? That's a weird way of saying
The
it.
heck does that mean? My dude, babies just have constant projectile vomit and diarrhea. The heck you talking about? Also, how exactly would you find this out? Like, pretty sure you can't just call up a hospital and they tell you someone's medical history. Okay, so
It's called the internet. If he has, like, social medias and whatnot, he can look that shit up.
is Ian lying about this? Or was Nikki lying to Ian and Sarah about her dad this whole time? But okay, let's assume it's all true. Bear goes back to talk to Nikki about what he just learned.
Does your dad really have cancer?
Oh, no, no.
What?
No, 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 don't say that! I thought we were having a nice day!
Okay, see, Bear, I don't know why you're making this face. You wanted the Crystal Mommy Latina experience, and you got the Crystal Mommy Latina experience. But here's...
What does that even mean? It's like this. This is the peak where all these other stories where you wish for, like, affection or someone to fall in love with you. This is like the peak that it goes to.
I'm exactly who you want me to be.
where Bear starts to maybe kind of realize what's really going on here.
Bear, I love you so much. I don't think I could live without you.
You love me more than anyone in the world?
Yes, more than anyone.
Now, okay, up to this point, I feel like Bear has plausible deniability.
What's up with those positions he puts himself in? That's weird.
I mean, there's no way he would have known the cheap toy would work. He was genuinely concerned for Nikki the day after it started, and he refused to take advantage of her even when it was, like, presented
He was about to
him, right? I mean, she kissed him after all, right? Now, right here, though, at the halfway point of the movie, he does finally start to realize that the wish actually worked. But, like, even then, like, literally every rom-com is about trying to find a way to get...
Again, this is not a rom-com. You do know what rom-com means, right? Romantic comedy. That's where the com comes from. Comedy requires jokes and to make you laugh. Have you personally laughed through this movie? I haven't seen the movie yet, like I said. But from what I can tell, this is a rom-horror. As in rom-horror.
Get the other person to like you, or you manufacture a meet cute or whatever, right? Like, I've seen some internet comment threads where it's like, he only saw her as an object and wanted to remove her autonomy. That's why he made that wish. But, like...
Yeah. He wanted to make sure that she loved him back. And he was in the mindset, it's like, I gotta make this work and this is gonna last forever. Like, you know, like the dream relationship. You find the one girl, and it's the first girl you find, and you just want to make her your forever wife. And which, it rarely happens like that. So it's like he's got to force her to love him. Why are you glossing over that? The fact that he tried to make the wish to make her love him more than anyone else is kind of a douche move. if it works or not.
Like, he didn't wish that she would do whatever he wanted, or I wish that she would become obsessed with me and me only. He specifically...
I wish Nikki loved me more than anyone in the Shrekin world. Yes, that's what he wished for. And that is removing her autonomy. It's like, maybe she did have feelings for him before he made the wish. That's what I was catching.
Wish that Nikki would love him more than anyone, which is literally what everyone who has ever had a crush wants. Like...
And that made that okay to do a wish on?
Like, you have to look at the context, okay? If Bear had gone...
Yeah. Yeah, okay, look at the context. He wished that she would love him. That's pretty much forcing her. They got in bed. They were kissing. And you know what was on his mind and what he wanted to do. And now I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen the movie. So I don't know if he's cutting out anything at this point.
To the store specifically and be like, hey, do you have something that'll force a girl to fall in love with me? Or if he like...
Technically he did, because he went to the store to try to replace her crystal necklace. Which would be like, hey, I would get brownie points if I do this. Saw the wish and was like, oh, hey. Like, nah, if this actually works, I can make her fall in love with me. Awesome.
Searched on the internet for some kind of like weird ritual that's gonna make anyone fall in love with you, then yeah, that's some funky stuff, man. Or like later on, we find out that maybe Ian and Nikki have been hooking up, right? But Bear doesn't learn this until the very end of the movie. So like...
Oh, wait, what? What?
For example, if he'd found this out at the beginning of the movie, and he was like, oh, so Nikki's just some slut that bangs every guy except me, huh? Well, I'll show you. Then yeah, he'd be like some misogynistic incel. But for...
Why do you have to take it to, like, the extreme, though? What? I am confused. I want to watch the movie now so I can have some context. Well, when I heard about it, I did want to, like, watch it. I figured, watch it after this, have a nuance that I don't know what's going on. And see, the thing is with the reviews, you watch it to see if you'd want to watch the movie or not. Like, if it's bad or anything. This isn't doing that. It's like he heard people like bashing an incel, and he's all like, "Oh hey, I'm personally offended by this, so I'm going to go and defend this guy while making a movie review."
At least half of the movie, he has no idea that this would work, and in fact, he's concerned for Nikki when she does change. To me, at least, it totally seems like a fanfic or whatever that he thinks...
Golly gee, I sure wish Nikki liked me. That's not what he said. He's like, I wish she would love me more than anyone else.
Would have no way of actually coming true. I'm not saying Bear is a blameless, innocent victim, okay? But I think some of you are a little too quick to attach motivation and subtext to this character that is not based on the movie. Like, it really seems like some of you want him to be a horrible, incel, intentionally malicious guy, regardless...
It seems like you really, really want him to be the good guy that's been, like, handed this unfortunate situation.
Of what actually happened.
And why are you pointing with your foot?
So basically, both of them are saying that Bear is meant to be ambiguous, and you all are just over here like, nyah. Like, are you all...
Well, as acting as a villain in a play once, you got to get in the head frame that you're not the bad guy. Like, let's take Claudius, for example. He killed his brother to take over the realm because he felt that it was his to own. And he felt like he was doing not just him justice, but the kingdom justice. by taking out Hamlet. And of course, he's an idiotical, like, villain. But also, Hamlet thought, like, all the stuff that he was doing was for the benefit of the kingdom. But he just wound up killing everybody, including himself. And the actual bad guys walk into a place where everybody's already dead, and they're like, oh, well, hey, this is the easiest victory we have. Oh, hey, who are you? I'm Horatio. Oh, you're my slave now. Ah, well, fine. You know,
Equally upset about the Disney Channel original movie Zapped or 16 Wishes, because fundamentally these are all the same movie. Like, remember?
okay, so have you heard of Monster High 13 Wishes? Aladdin. You know, they're all fundamentally the same thing. Boy wishes for girl, girl falls in love with the boy. Hijinks ensue. It's all fun and comedy.
Descendants 1, Mao cast a spell that made Ben fall in love with her. Where's all the Reddit threads about that? I don't see no...
No, there was! Because the spell wore off on him. He knew that, and still pretended to be in love with her. That was just a bizarre character choice. And later he was like, oh yeah, I know that you put a spell on me and I don't care. It's like... kind of poorly written. I would have had, like, the spell not work to begin with because he already was crushing over her when he saw her. I think that would have been a really cool part of why are we talking about Descendants?
I found this comment in a Reddit thread that puts it so perfectly, so I'm just gonna read part of it. But remember, this sub attracts the most obsessed fans of the movie. They flex about watching it at the theater like 10 times already. They make several posts a day about it. They make crazy over-analysis and theories that have no ground in the reality of the film, etc. It's not just a movie for them. They're incredibly emotionally invested and attached to an unhealthy degree. It's almost cultish at this point. And people who are chronically online or addicted to a piece of media aren't the most emotionally stable or media literate to begin with. So a lot of it comes from an emotional standpoint, hence the refusal to engage with the material in good faith and just making it say what they want the movie to say.
Isn't that what you're doing?
In an over-the-top, sanctimonious, dogmatic way. It's like a ritual for them, a catharsis. See also Encanto. But anyway.
What does Encanto have to do with this? I am very, very confused on why he threw that up there.
So the movie goes on. Nikki gets more and more insane. She walks around like this. She cooks up his dead cat and feeds it to him. She waits for him to come home so long that she pees herself. And what we come to find out is that the real Nikki is trapped inside of this demon Nikki. And every so often she gets to come out for just like a brief second. Which is why Nikki seems to be acting the way she does. It's like the more the real Nikki tries to break free, the more the demon has to overcorrect. Once Bear realized...
Wow, that was such a, like, just glossing over a good chunk of the movie. I'm going to, gloss over a good chunk of what he just said. Bullshit.
Says that this happened because of the wish. He finds a phone number on the back of the box, and he calls it to try and get his wish changed.
Is her love real?
Just because you chose this for her doesn't make it less real.
Okay, then I would like to cancel.
We don't really do that.
What?
I love how chill the wizards are in this movie. Like, this dude's like, yeah, so your girlfriend's soul is, like, trapped here or whatever. Anyway, I gotta go reheat my nachos, bro. Glaucoma or something.
Do you want to
That wasn't even a joke.
talk to her? You want to talk to her?
Who is that?
Nikki.
Now, just to be clear, I'm not defending all of Bear's actions, okay? Because at this point in the movie, he knows the wish worked, and he knows the real Nikki's soul is like trapped or whatever, but he keeps on dating her and tries to like continue on as if this isn't the most horrible situation anyone could imagine. Although, to be fair, what is he supposed to do?
To be fair. So the girl I like is trapped in a demon that I personally have spawned. Might as well date her, I guess.
If he breaks up with her, she's gonna hunt him down. And the only other choice, as we learn, is that the spell will break if he dies.
Oh! So if he dies, he breaks the spell. But if he lives, he himself will continue living in this, like, nightmarish state. Gotcha.
What the hell? What can I do then?
When you die, the wish will go away.
You're sure there's nothing else I can do?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you live. Sounds to me like you have a moral obligation to be there for her.
Another option appears when the real Nikki is able to speak very briefly while the demon Nikki is asleep.
You are you, Nikki.
Please don't wake her up. Just kill me.
Now, this is another part I've seen so many posts about that I find so baffling. Like, I've literally seen people say, like, if Bear truly loved Nikki, he would have killed her when she asked. Cause, like, it's just that easy, you know? And then what? He goes to prison for life? Obviously, he doesn't want to do that. Also,
I would actually kill myself first. Because, like, if you kill yourself, the wish is gone, and, like, pretty much Demon Nikki disappears. So yeah, I would actually off myself before I off her.
it's well established in this movie that he's like a low self-esteem, probably depressed loser guy. So like, of course, he's not going to suddenly do this completely out of character thing. Now, that being said, his reaction to this is very telling, though.
What would be so bad? What's so bad about being with me?
Okay, Bear, see, I was trying to be fair, okay? And then you go and you say that.
I think the wish had really cemented his douchebaggery, to be honest.
Like, maybe everyone's right about you, you know? And this is further solidified when he knows it's not the real Nikki, and he knows the real Nikki is trapped, but he still keeps going on like this.
I'll be anything you want me to
No,
be.
don't say that.
Anything you want me to be. Let me be Nikki.
You're not being like me.
I can't be Nikki!
But this also brings up another interesting thematic element of the movie, I guess, which is like people are saying, you know, if he truly loved Nikki, then he would do this incredibly selfless thing for her. But remember, his wish was not that Nikki would become obsessed with him. He wished that she would love him. So why isn't her...
Love him more than everyone else. That pretty much leads to obsession. It's like she can only think about him.
Her love for him as selfless as you're claiming that his love for her should be. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying Nikki's the bad guy or Bear is some like blameless victim or whatever. I'm just saying there's many ways you could look at this movie. Like maybe...
Okay, so everybody's trying to find, like, the bad guy. It's Bear. It's Bear and the Demon Nikki. Because the Demon Nikki is being selfish as well. But that's because that's what the wish was. So now there's a very huge, very big dilemma.
the wish didn't work at all. Maybe Bear's just that cool. You ever thought of that? But anyway, so the very end of the movie, Nikki has killed Sarah and Ian. Bear realizes that there's no way out of this unless he dies. So he eats all the rest of his grandma's Flintstone vitamins, I assume, and dies.
Wow, a really good way to just gloss over the ending of the movie. God. It's like in Iron Man 3. It's like, oh, you know that problem that I've had that, like, you know, makes me, gives me character? Well, yeah, I just randomly solved that off screen. Okay.
Dies in the arms of Nikki, who is finally freed from the spell. And that's more or less the end of the movie. Yeah, so whatever your personal...
Wow, so now she's kind of screwed because now she is going to be up for murder. Well, that's not a good way to leave a cliffhanger on a movie. Like, while we're viewing it. What did she do? Did it just end like that?
Interpretation of the movie is. It really is a fantastic film. It's a great horror, great writing, the acting is incredible. Nikki...
Wait, so you know it's a horror. Why were you calling it a rom-com?
Obviously, fantastic job. But like with a lot of other movies and shows...
What? Why is Hoppers up on that? That has nothing to do with anything. Same thing with the Amazing Digital Circus. Well, it is kind of dark, but... What the... What?
Especially recently, the online discourse is just insane. Like, what is it about this movie in particular that people made it their entire personalities? Like, there's something very funny to me about how this movie about the dangers of unchecked obsession has gone on to spawn one of the most insanely obsessed fan bases I've ever seen. Congrats, y'all, nailed it. Now again, I need to be very clear here, okay? Ultimately, Bear is the bad guy. He doesn't know what he did until late in the movie, but when he figures it out, he just keeps on rationalizing to himself because, like, he wants Nikki, and he doesn't seem to really care that she's being tortured the whole time, but rather he wants the demon to just act like Nikki so that he can pretend that he's actually dating Nikki, you know? Like, this is a bad dude. Yes, absolutely. Nikki is completely innocent. Her life is forever ruined because of some depressed, selfish loser guy, okay? Yes, like that's the outcome of the movie. But how we get to that point, I think, is a lot more nuanced than a lot of you were giving the movie credit for.
And that's just the end of the... Okay, so this wasn't a review on Obsession. This was a review on everybody's reaction to Obsession, and the fact that he saw himself in the main character, allegedly, and wanted to defend the main character by proxy defending himself. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not saying that is what he did. That's what it seems like to me. And now, if you excuse me, I am going to go and watch the movie now. So until next time, stay nerdy.